Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, we are going to be starting our Chanting with Absorption session. Now, does anybody remember from the class, what is the most quoted verse of Srila Prabhupada?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare.
So we're going to put that to practical use with our Chanting with Absorption session. So a quarter-sized round beads are being passed around, and you're going to hold them in your right hand between your thumb and your index finger. And you're going to start on this bead. It's going to have a tassel, and we're going to be starting with this mantra here. And then we're going to go on each bead, the Hare Krishna mantra, one bead, and you're going to want to imagine it pulling towards you, pulling towards your heart, just like this. And then, you go all the way around, and that will conclude. Does anybody know the meaning of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra?
Oh, energy of the Lord, please engage me in your loving devotional service.
Thank you. And if you didn't hear, it's, oh, energy of the Lord, please engage me in your loving devotional service. So I want to ask everyone, has there ever been a point in your life where things didn't go the way you wanted? Plans didn't happen the way you wanted? Raise your hand.
Every day.
Okay, there's a few of you that, your plans are perfect every day, nothing bad happens to you, and that's great. But for those of us who, something happens to us, it can be something simple as, the water wasn't hot this morning when you went to go take a shower, or to something major, Plans change, and that happens. And how do you make the situation better?
Understand that you are not the doer.
That's a good answer. Simplify it.
Accepting.
Accepting, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, I like any
Surrender.
Surrender, okay.
Whatever Krishna does will be the best.
Okay,
You
whatever.
can just chant Hare Krishna and be happy.
Do you know what? That's always a good solution. But the one I was thinking of is just kind of like what Mataji was saying back there, kind of accepting, but not necessarily accepting, just reframing the situation, right? For example, maybe your car breaks down along the side of the road. It happens. It's probably going to happen to every one of us. But instead of becoming despondent and going on the side of the road, breaking down in tears, whatever, you try to change your attitude about the situation. Breaking down might not be so bad after all. Maybe you breaking down avoided that major accident on the interstate, and actually you got home faster than you thought you would. Or, maybe you saw a really great sunset. It doesn't have to be major reframing, but you're reframing it in a positive way. So, they say when you're at your lowest, it's the greatest opportunity for change. Like today we were driving home, and it was pouring rain. It's Florida, it's the summer, it rains every day pretty much. And then instead of complaining, oh my gosh, now I gotta drive slower, we're gonna get home later, we're like, at least the car's getting washed, Some simple reframing of the mind. And the same thing can go for japa. If your mood is not ideal when you're going to chant your japa, it's going to be a little more difficult. So it's a good idea before you start to take a couple minutes, a couple seconds, I don't know how long it takes for everybody, to just reframe your intention. Instead of thinking, oh, this is going to take so long, I waited until the very last minute, or, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Kind of reframe it. This is my daily check-in with Krishna. However you want to do it. It's going to be different for everyone. I'm not going to give you, this is exactly your mood, and this is exactly what you're going to think. It's going to be different for everyone. So, Krishna's name, they're non-different. So when you're chanting the mantra, you're with Krishna. And chanting with a positive attitude makes a very big difference. And it can be something as simple as sitting up straighter. That will make a big difference, right? Because that's setting a good intention. I am focused. I am ready to do this. So I'm just going to have everyone take like 15 seconds and just reframe your intentions before we start. Just maybe sit up straighter. Think about good stuff with your japa. So many different things. And even if we're chanting, just a quarter round, we're not chanting many, many rounds, that's going to make a difference. These positive intentions, hopefully, going to make a difference. So with that, we can start with the Panchatattva mantra up here. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. And if you don't have your own set of beads, don't be despondent. Don't, try to reframe it in a positive attitude. We do have some at the gift shop, so if you do want your own set, come see me after the program. Hare Krishna.